Hey everybody, welcome back to episode 2 of The End of the Beginning, the Black Sabbath series. Link in the description if you missed episode 1 on the music theory behind Black Sabbath riffs. Check that out below. So today we're going to be tackling the album ranking, and I'm going to only be doing the Ozzy era Sabbath albums because that is in fact the best era of Black Sabbath. So we're going to be tackling from approximately 70 to 79. No other singers, just Ozzy. Let's get started. All right, ranking albums has very little to do, in my opinion, at least for me, with the quality of the songs in terms of what songs are your favorite or what songs are most popular. So some of the albums on this list might be placed in places you specifically wouldn't agree with because maybe you feel like that album had the most songs that were amazing and that therefore it should have been the best album. But for me, I'm going based on an overall mood and vibe and feeling. After I listen to a Black Sabbath album, how does it make me feel? And how can I rank that feeling? So this is truly my own ranking. Leave yours in the comments below if you disagree. And here we go. We're going to go from least favorite or worst to favorite, also known as the best. Okay? My least favorite Black Sabbath album is Never Say Die. It's the last album Ozzy put out with them before he left for his solo career. The songs are very strange. They're very forgettable, for lack of a better word. I never cared for this album. It's coming in dead last. So at number 8, we have Never Say Die. Coming in at number 7, we have Technical Ecstasy, which is interesting because the album comes right before Never Say Die in the timeline. Even though I'm ranking this 7, I do really like the album. The song Backstreet Kids has a really cool, memorable chorus to it. All moving parts stand still. This album to me is like, you can definitely tell that Sabbath is like over their best years with Ozzy. It's kind of slowing down. The inspiration's not there as much. But this album does have a lot of really good songs, and the production is decent as well. So this one surprises me. And even though it's ranking second worst out of 8, it's still pretty damn good. All right, coming in at number 6, this is going to surprise and probably piss off a lot of people. I am putting Paranoid at number 6, not because it's not a good album, but because for me, it doesn't grab me as a whole. All right, I'm looking for, like I said at the beginning, I'm looking for a vibe and an overall feel, and I want to be able to like hold that feel in my hands. And with Paranoid almost feels like a greatest hits, right? It's got some of their most memorable tracks. Paranoid itself, Iron Man, War Pigs, Electric Funeral, Hand of Doom, Rat Salad, Fairies Word. I mean, it's literally a greatest hits. But for me, it's just ranking where it is because of the overall vibe. So when I do my top 10 favorite Sabbath songs, a lot of those songs might actually make that list, even though the album itself is not ranking much higher. Coming in at number 5, we have one of Sabbath's most aggressive and guttural and heavy albums of all. It is known as Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. This one has a lot of great tunes on it, slightly different like direction in a way, but they still maintain that guttural Sabbath edge. Sabbath Bloody Sabbath, the title track is great. Sabracadabra, really cool name. Sabra, Sabbath, Sabracadabra, good stuff there. A lot of really cool things. I feel like this album is almost like a Master of Reality Part 2. Like both of those albums to me in my head, they kind of feel like they could be like right up against each other. At number 5, Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. All right, coming in at number 4, we have Volume 4. Now, Volume 4 is not an album I think of when I think of Black Sabbath. In fact, other than Snowblind and maybe Changes, I don't really think about any of these songs, typically. But I've been listening to it a lot lately, since Ozzy's passing, and I've put it at number 4. and it really has impressed me. There really are no bad songs on the album. I specifically like the first song, Wheels of Confusion, is really good. I always thought Changes was kind of pseudo ballad pop. In a way, I like it, but then there's part of me that goes, it's kind of cheesy, right? It's kind of cheesy, it's kind of cringe. But for whatever it's worth, Volume 4 at number 4, a lot of good stuff. Again, the songs themselves don't really stand out as being singles. This album and Paranoid are kind of opposites, because Paranoid as an album doesn't grab me, but it's full of great songs, whereas this album grabs me as a whole, but there's not a lot of hits. So coming in at number 4, Volume 4. Coming in at number 3, we have Master of Reality. This is the album where Sabbath took their raw, dark, mysterious, brooding bluesiness and like made it like doom metal, essentially, right? This is like the beginnings of doom metal and sludge and stuff like that. And there are so many masterful templates of sound on this album that can be pulled and influenced from or by. Overall, deserves the spot at number 3. Some people might even say it deserves the spot of number 1, but for me as a whole, it's top 3. It's a banger, Master of Reality. Coming in at number 2, we have the self-titled. Now, the self-titled is very raw. It's unrefined, but it's very dark. The production is also kind of crappy in a way, but because of who Black Sabbath are and what they were going for, the production and the songwriting kind of merge, making it like the perfect Black Sabbath album in every way, including the artwork, which is kind of creepy. Obviously, you have the song Black Sabbath on this album. You also have the song The Wizard, which is really cool. I believe there's some harmonica on the beginning of that. I always loved that song, The Wizard. And there's some other really great ones as well. Again, very dark, very mysterious, dirty, raw. I mean, you know, all the good things you could say about Black Sabbath. So, self-titled Black Sabbath by Black Sabbath at number 2. All right, coming in at number 1. And I have a feeling a lot of people will agree with me on this, and then there's going to be like another 50% that are just going to completely disagree. I'm going with Sabotage as number 1. This album is, in my opinion, the perfect example of everything Black Sabbath. And what I mean by that is it's heavy, it's melodic, the lyrics are great, the vocals are great. The songs are longer than ever. I mean, most of the Sabbath stuff is like 5 to 6 minutes anyway, but there's some longer songs on this album. It's also got a really good, clean production for being 1975. It almost sounds ahead of its time in a lot of ways. So Sabotage coming in at number 1. Now, if you guys agree with me, that's great. If you don't, that's fine as well. If you have anything negative to say, then just leave the video now. If you have anything positive to say, drop it down below. This is all about fun. I hope this was interesting to watch. And again, this has nothing to do with what Black Sabbath's greatest songs are. This is simply the albums that they've put out with Ozzy, how I feel about them as a whole, and I've ranked that feeling. All right? Tune in very soon, probably next week. I'm going to be doing the top 10 favorite Black Sabbath songs with Ozzy. That'll be the next video, and then after that, we're also going to tackle album cover ranking and, of course, lyrics. Meaningful Black Sabbath lyrics. Thank you all for watching. Hit that like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.